Hi guys, thanks for tuning back into the channel. So today's video is going to be a brief video on basically just some of the kit that we use, why we use that kit, just some tips and answer any questions you guys have got for us, whether it's on kit, whether it's on how we do stuff, why we do it, so on and so on. We'd like to educate people as much as we can if you're new into the sport, and we want to protect this sport as much as we can. So we'd just like to say that any questions, anything you'd like to ask us at all, just drop them down in the comments and either me or Luke will get back to you. We'll try and help out as much as we can. Obviously, we're no experts, we don't know everything, but I've been doing this for 15, 16 years now, so I'd like to think that I do know a fair bit, maybe some more than others. But I'm still willing to learn. I'm always picking up new things, new tricks, new ways to do things. So, like I said, anything you want to know, just drop it in the comments, whether it's about the kit, the scopes, the rifles, the approach we take when we're out shooting rabbits, anything like that. Just drop us a comment and we'll try and get back to you. So, enough of me waffling on. We'll get straight to the video and get into some of the kit. Right guys, so let's get to it. Firstly, I want to apologise if I sound a bit nasally. I'm absolutely bunged up with man flu at the minute. I feel like shit. My nose and my head's absolutely killing, so if I sound a bit stuffy, I can only apologise for that now. So let's get straight to it. First thing that I want to talk to you about is the kit that we use, is the rifles. So if you're familiar with our channel, you will recognise this bad boy. This is the AGT Vixen. Now, I've had this about a year now. Absolutely phenomenal gun. If you haven't already done so, I've got a review on the channel of this gun, what it's like to own, the problems, not that I've had many, stuff that I've added, that sort of stuff. Give that a watch. And absolutely amazing bit of kit. Does everything I want to do. It's light, it's short, compact, it's whisper quiet. Absolute laser of a gun, stacks pellets for fun. Absolutely love this rifle. Next one, our new purchase, also a video I put on a couple of weeks ago on this. This is the FX Maverick in 177 again. That's our preferred caliber, that's our preferred hunting caliber. That's all we use on this on our channel is 177. Never had a problem with it. I've always used it. It's my go-to round in sub 12. Absolute brilliant. So that's the next one. Now, I know these are quite, how can I put it? The Archives are quite high-end rifles. Like I said in my previous Maverick video, I'm a bit of a rifle snob. When it comes to guns, it's my hobby, it's what I love. All I can say for anyone getting into shooting, you don't need to spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds on an air rifle. You can pick a cheap Springer up for a few £100. As long as you can shoot accurate with it up to 30 yards, job's a good one. You know what I mean? They all do the same thing. I'm just a snob and I like me nice rifles. That's why I go for them. Another one, my little ratting rig for rats over the allotment. This is the Rexamex Mito, sorry, however you want to say it. Little sub 6 foot-pound pistol. Absolute brilliant. Really fucking accurate, this. Really accurate little gun. Does the job on rats up to 20 yards, no problem at all. Nice and quiet, nice and discreet. Fits in a rucksack. Brilliant bit of kit. Next thing that I want to talk about is the scopes. Now, if you've been watching our channel for a while, you know that we've had a lot of scopes. We've owned a lot, we've used a lot, we've reviewed quite a few. But this is the one that has really stuck with me, and this is the one that we're using forever, as I see it. Absolutely brilliant. It's the Arken Zulus. This is the 3B12 on here, the 5B20 is on the Maverick. We've got two of them, that's how good they are. I actually sold my Alpex 4K to fund another one of these. Absolute cracking bit of kit. Brilliant scope. I wouldn't have any other scope, I don't think, now. Night vision wise. Daytime image, absolutely fabulous. built-in rangefinder, ballistic calculator, you name it, it does it. Brilliant clarity at night, compact, small, does everything we need. The next bit of kit that we use, and for me this was an absolute game changer, I'd never be without it now. It's basically grew a part of my body. It's with me every time I go out shooting. Even when I just go over the allotment, I bring this with me, just to have a look, see what's about and what rats are about, so on. But it's this, the thermal spotter. Now this is a Hick Micro Lynx Pro, 19mm this one. They do a lot of other models as well. Now I know these aren't exactly in everyone's price point, but these are absolutely phenomenal bits of kit. These changed our hunting life. They really did. I'd never be without them now. They're not as expensive as you think now. They have come down a lot in price because obviously there's new models coming out. You don't need a 19mm one. It's just, in my opinion, and I know a few other people have said this, I got told this, when it comes to thermal, get the best you can afford. Basically, it's going to pay off in the end, because this thing will change your life. If you're an avid hunter like we are, pest controller, these are an absolute must. You can see rabbits in hedges, in long grass, that you can't see with your naked eye. You can't see with your MV scope. I mean, I was sat there the other night, I was spotting for Luke was shooting rabbits, we were ambushing rabbits. I said, right, there's going to be 2 rabbits coming out any minute. They're in the hedge, I can see them. Excuse me. They're going to come out. Sure enough, within a couple of minutes, out the pop, and he shot him. So these things are an absolute game changer for me. Wouldn't be without them. And like I said, they're pretty cheap now, second hand. You can get a low spec model. All depends what you want to do with it. If you're only shooting rabbits up to 30 yards, get the 10mm, 6mm. I've never looked for one, but I hear they're not much good. But I mean, this, I can identify rabbits at hundreds of yards. 200 yards I can identify a rabbit, no problem. 500-600 yards, maybe further, I can identify sheep, cows. Absolute game changer. I would highly recommend one to anybody. The next bit of kit, I haven't got it with me, but we don't really use it that much because we've got one built into the scope, is a rangefinder. Anyone who says that you don't need a rangefinder is wrongly mistaken, in my opinion. They're an absolute must-have if you're shooting live quarry, especially. The range makes a hell of a difference, especially with sub-12 calibers, like 2.2. Even 177 drops up a hell of a lot past 30 yards. If you don't know them ranges, you can't make them clean kills, especially at night. I've shot the same piece of land as I have done for 15 years. I know it like the back of my hand. I know where every bush is, every divot in the field is. I'm there twice a week, every week. I know the land, and I still would never leave the house without a rangefinder, because at night everything changes. You could be looking at a rabbit you think's 30 yards. In actual fact, it might be 60 yards. You've got to take that shot. You either miss low or you miss high. You end up wounding the animal, and we don't want that. I mean, everyone misses. I'll hold my hands up. It happens to us more than it should, but it does. It's one of them things. Anyone who says they don't miss rabbits, they don't miss rats, are absolutely talking shit, in my opinion. Everyone misses. I aren't afraid to say that. As much as I don't like it happening, I don't like injuring animals, it's not what we're about. We're all about clean kills. It does happen, but the rangefinder will help you guarantee them shots. At least you know the range, at least you know where the pellet hits. Another thing, just another tip for anyone who's looking to get into the sport, you need to know your ranges. You need to know where your pellet hits. You need to know your drops. You need to know where your pellet's going to hit at said distance, because it changes so much. Just from 40 to 45 yards, your pellet's still dropping. If you don't know where you're hitting, on especially live quarry, anyone who's wanting to get into the sport, I recommend you put the time and effort in and practice on targets first. Make sure you're getting your pellets within a 5 pence piece, because that's all the size of a rabbit's, the kill size of a rabbit's head. 5 pence piece. You need a better guarantee to get your pellets in that at any range. Now, if you've seen a couple of our videos, you'll have seen that we do some quite long range shots. Longest one I think I've got was 89 yards on a rabbit. Now, I wouldn't have took that shot if I wasn't 100% confident that I was going to get that clean kill. I knew, well, obviously the ballistic calculator helps. It really does. It's a game changer. But it's not as easy as putting the numbers in and trusting that it's going to hit there. You've got to still put the time and effort into testing your ballistics, testing your bullet drop on paper. And I knew that that pellet was going to hit. I was hitting within 80 yards. I was hitting a 1.5 inch spinner every time. So I was 99% sure that I was going to get that kill. And I took the shot, I recorded it, I took the shot, and it dropped like a stone. So anybody, I hear too many people saying, we used to get it commenting on our videos and on Facebook, sub 12, yeah, it's no good, it's only good up to 30, 40 yards max. Absolute bullshit. If you can guarantee your pellet is going to go in the right place, up to 50, 60 yards, I will take rabbits comfortably. I wouldn't recommend taking them any further. Like I said, the conditions were absolutely brilliant. There wasn't a breath of wind. I trusted the Vixen. I knew I was capable of shooting that distance. And I knew the pellet was going to go where it did. And it did. And I knew if I was going to miss, I'd have missed by a lot. And it'd have completely missed the rabbit. But luckily for me, it took him down cleanly. No problems at all. So I'm quite happily 50, 60 yards for me. And Luke's the same. Luke is one hell of a shot. I mean, he really is. He's one hell of a shot. And 50, 60 yards is our ideal range for shooting rabbits. We shoot a lot of our rabbits, so they do get a bit skittish. So we have to take them bit longer shots, especially now that the grass is getting a bit longer and you can't get as close as you'd like to the rabbits. But like I said, anyone who says that they're only good for 30 yards is talking shit. As long as you can shoot within that distance comfortably, then there's no reason why you can't take 40 plus yard shots with a sub 12. That's just my opinion. Sorry, I was waffling on a bit there. Moving on, the next bit of kit that we use, I haven't got it with me, it's actually in the back of Luke's car, is a set of shooting sticks. Now, we use a carbon fibre camera tripod with a ball head on top. The ball head goes straight onto this Arca mount that we've got fitted on the bottom of our guns. Holds the rifle nice and steady, perfectly steady, so you can take them shots. I think that's about it really. That's basically the rundown of our kit. We're going to be out next Tuesday. Weather's meant to be good, touch wood. Out on the rabbits. I've actually just bought a new pop-up hide, so we're going to get that set up. It's got 2 chairs in it. Going to get that set up, a flask of coffee, and sit and wait for some rabbits. Hopefully we'll manage to get enough to get a video out for you guys. I know you like your rabbit shooting videos. Again, if you've got any comments, if you any questions about the kit, the guns, the scopes, anything like that, feel free, just ask, drop them in the comments. Me and Luke will get back to you as quick as we can. And yeah, thanks again for watching. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys. Bye bye.